Good morning. It's day 2 at Crowlton National Forest and it's breakfast time. On today's menu is cornmeal griddle cakes and veggie sausage, and here's Andrea actually putting some into the pan right now. As you can tell, breakfast was good. When you are completely stuffed and you keep stuffing your face till it's all gone, it's really good. The plan for the day is to visit Fort Macon State Park, which is just about 30 minutes away from where we're staying. We're actually going across, well, we're not quite to the bridge yet. We're about to go across the bridge into Emerald Isle and follow the road up. They have a couple of nice hiking trails. They have a beach access where you can actually go swimming, and a reconstructed fort from the Civil War. Yeah, from the Civil War. So we're going to go check that out today and see what all we can get into. This is the visitor center for Fort Macon State Park. If you want to do any of the tours, find a little bit more history about the fort itself, or actually get your tour for the fort, just come in here and check it out. Like other visitor centers in the area, this state park's visitor center is very new looking. Looks like it's either been recently renovated or it's practically brand new. Clean bathrooms. Inside looks very nice. It's got a very nice and large gift shop. For us today, this is the nature trail we're going to be walking on. So here's the path and we're going to start. Alright, Aria's modeling for us, as you can tell. But I love the fact that on this trail, it actually gives you every 1/10 of a mile marker as you're walking down it. Situated right beside of Fort Macon is a U.S. Coast Guard station. One mile down. 3.3 to go. No, 2.3 to go. We were just talking about it, how each of the state parks we've been to so far is going to remind us of something. Medoc is going to remind us of ticks. Cliffs of the News about ants causes a ton of ants biting us. And this one, to me, the trees. I mean, everywhere you turn, there's a unique tree that just looks very cool. One of the many outlooks built into this walking trail. Get a little overlook of the marshy area.
It talks about the birds of prey that are here.
I'm saying
Horned owl, osprey, and the eagle.
Horned owl, osprey, bald eagle, turkey vultures, northern harrier, and the merlin. Complete randomness. A fiddler crab on the trail. He's a little baby, but he's here. So pretty much halfway through. We've now crossed the road and now we're on the beach side of the trail. So for us, we came here for the trails. Most people actually come here for the beach. So we'll get a little bit of both doing the trail. Now there is a cool angle from the trail. A look at the blue-green ocean. And that is the beach access right there at Fort Macon. All right, here's a little 360 look at our hike location here at Fort Macon on the trail. Taking us a little rest break, getting the dogs a little bit of water. I can hear they're panting a little bit in the background.
Nice and breezy.
Nice and breezy, so I'm talking a little bit louder to make sure you can hear me over the noise, but definitely a nice scenic view. Back into the shade. I cannot get over the view from this walking trail. I mean, you look around on this side of the trail, I mean, you have water everywhere. Even you can see some up ahead, straight ahead. This is easily, so far, one of our favorite trails this year. Alright, last time you saw us, we were on the trails at Fort Macon, but as you see, we're back in the truck. Basically, that hike did a little bit more on the babies than we thought, so I ended up carrying Cora for the last mile off and on, and Andrea carried Ari a little bit too, so they were all hot and tired. So that's their longest hike they've ever done, so we might have went a little bit too much. I mean, the trail was 3.3 miles. Last week we did 2 miles, so, and it's actually cooler and breezier here, so we thought, oh, another mile won't be too bad, but obviously might have worked them out a little bit too much, so they're in the back resting up right now. We just picked up some tuna at Willis Seafood over in, it was Emerald Isle. It was the other one. I can't remember what the name of it is, but we picked up some tuna there for dinner for tonight, which is going to be tuna pitas. One of the recipes that we love to have. It's a good one and also great with fresh fish. Andrew's inside of Lowe's Food right now. I'm sitting out here keeping the truck nice and cool. She's getting the last few ingredients and also getting the last few things we need for lunch, which would be one of my favorite lunches. We're having some banana Nutella sandwiches. Oh yeah. We can't say enough how much we actually enjoyed the Fort Macon hiking trails. That was by far some of the best scenery and best trails. Well manicured, and it's not often you can actually walk through. We don't know what they're actually called. Don't know if they're called dune forests, but the trees and everything that grow on the sides of the dunes, and they basically cut a trail straight through them. That's just something that you never see, and it was really nice to do that. It's something unique. It was a nice, cool day, and the area. I mean, this is a vacation area, but it's not too touristy where everything's overgrown with like wings and other things. It's been nice. It's a place where for us, we actually said it'd be a really nice place to come back and visit and actually stay around in that area, and just you could easily spend a week in the area just exploring and not do the same thing twice. It's a really nice area. So if you're looking for a nice relaxing vacation in the North Carolina coast area, this is definitely someplace to check out. All right, like I told you, banana and Nutella sandwiches, slightly grilled. That's good stuff. And Andrew also picked up some fruit that we made a little fruit salad out of. So this is lunch, and it's one of the best quick little meals I love. Back in the truck we are. Basically, we're all worn out a little bit being in the sun for most of the start of the day, so we decided we're gonna go exploring. So nearby to the campground in the National Forest is Morehead City and Beaufort. I think it's Beaufort, North Carolina. Can never get it right if it's Beaufort or Beaufort, but neither one of us have ever been there, so we're gonna go see what the town is like. We know that for Beaufort, it's an older one, so it'd be nice just to look around and see what each town looks different. All right, this is the bridge going from Morehead City over to Beaufort. First time going here. Definitely a lot of blue water, not like the Cape Fear that we're used to, which looks like root beer. Not sure if the camera's actually gonna pick it up, but there's about 10 wild horses over on the island across from us.
Caro Island?
Caro Island. Right here is the North Carolina Maritime Museum. I'll have to come back another day whenever the dogs aren't with us, because they have the exhibit of the Queen Anne's Revenge I have to come and check out. This town reminds us a lot of Southport where we live, but at the same time, a lot of the older houses look brand new, and what they're doing is taking the old houses, putting new exteriors on them, but keeping the same old charm that they had, and it just looks amazing. We decided we had to come back and get some more photos of the wild horses, so even if you can't see it in the video, I'm sure Andrew's gonna have some good photos of them. Tuna, searing, yellowfin tuna. Also got our mango salsa, and the pita's already done, so this is gonna be an awesome flavored dish tonight. Well, Andrea got hers fixed up before I did, but this is tuna pitas, and they're amazing. All right, after a long day in the sun, it's time to relax. We're gonna stick in a movie. I think it's gonna be Ratatouille. We started watching last night, but it didn't last long. We passed out pretty quick, so yeah, thanks for joining us.